And good evening, everyone, and welcome. Let me do one thing here. Just a second. Right. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another day of the DQ Labs um, Meet the Management session. Now, today's a session with the management of Pearl Academy, which is they have multiple locations all across India, and pretty good school. And I think that this is one of those schools that you need to consider. And now, Pearl Academy is so we have the director of Pearl Academy, the Bangalore campus, who's joining us, and her name. She's going to be joining us and discussing and addressing the questions that you may have. So we're looking forward to all of you joining us and asking as many questions as possible. So this is your opportunity for you to um, get all your doubts clarified. Now, uh, I'm going to also do one more thing. Okay, and I'm going to show you another screen. Now, those of you who are interested in Pearl Academy, all right, I hope you have clicked this website. This link to this website is in the description of the DQ Labs DQ Edge page, all right, and and you can click on this link. You can apply directly from here, and you have the information of the various campuses. You have information of the college, and a lot of information that you would require uh, to find out more about Pearl Academy, and more importantly, you can also reach the official website, and you can continue with that. But more importantly, Dr. Sanyogita Cheda is here. Dr. Sanyogita, thank you so much for joining in.
Hi,
I
hi
will stop
Dion.
my screen share now, and you can take it from here.
Hi Dion, how are you? I don't think you can see me. Can you see me now? Hi Dion, how are you?
You are on mute.
No, I've unmuted myself.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No, no. We still cannot hear you.
Oh, would you like to relog in, ma'am? At times you want me to relog in because I've logged in and you cannot hear me. Should I relog in?
Yeah.
I think I'll just log out and log back.
No. I'm
Oh,
still not able to hear you. So,
1 second.
sure. We'll hold on. We'll hold on. But in the meantime, just a second. Yes, I think so. I think if you can log back out and log back in again, that should be better, right?
This meeting, just see. They cannot hear me. I'm on a live
Just a
keyboard.
second, everybody. So these are the
Hear me?
pleasures and pains of doing things live on YouTube.
Hmm.
So please be patient, and we will start off
Can
soon.
Dion, can you hear me? No, he can't hear me.
Yeah. So in the meantime, let me just talk a little bit about Pearl Academy at least. All right. So till they get their website their tech issues sorted out. Um, so Pearl Academy has been around since quite a few years, and I've visited their
Can you
campuses and
can you
multiple
hear me?
locations. That is, I
Am I
visited
audible
Delhi, I
now,
visited
Dion? Am I
Mumbai, I
audible?
visited
Am I
um,
audible?
their visited their Jaipur campus and Bangalore campus as well. So it's a pretty interesting experience that I've had, and I think that one of the things that I've seen there was the um, one of the things I've seen there was the was something called Portfolio 2019, which was the last year or 2 years ago when the graduating students did a show. So the show was held at Sahara Star, um, in Mumbai, and that was for the graduating batch of only the Mumbai campus, and it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic to see the work that the students had done, and of course the platform that the college had given as well. All right. Um, so I do think it's definitely a college that you can consider,
Dion, can you hear?
but I'd let Dr. Sanyogita tell you more about it. She's just logged back in.
Can you hear me? Am I audible? Am I
Oh,
audible?
one second, one second. Hello, Dr.
Hello, am I
Sanyogita?
audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. I'm
Okay, great.
sorry. Yeah, you're audible now.
Thank you so much. I was really worried because you couldn't hear me at all. So I was wondering what happened. So
Right.
good evening, Dion, and thank you for having this session with us. Good evening, everybody who's out there. And yeah, so what do you want me to talk about, Dion? I missed the first part of what you presented. I'm really sorry.
Okay. No, I was just introducing you,
Okay.
and I said it's primarily what's going to happen is we're going to be talking about two or three different things today. All
Right.
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 Um, so I think the objective of this particular meet
Hmm.
is is just one second, is for the students out here who are live on YouTube, for
Yeah.
them to learn a little more um, about Pearl Academy. So I think there are four things on agenda that your team wanted to discuss. One is the scholarship option.
Hmm.
The second one is the non-exam path for those who qualified NIFT. The
Hmm.
third one is the courses at Pearl Academy, and the fourth one is any admission-related queries that the students may have.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dion. I will just give a background of Pearl Academy, and I will then hand over to our counselor who can handle all the other questions regarding admission and scholarships. And if you get NIFT, how you don't have to pay the fees or whatever, I think she will handle it. So, just want to say that we are Pearl Academy. We've been around for 28 years. Our latest campus is in Bangalore. We're on Residency Road. And I think it's an amazing location and it's an amazing campus. So those of you who are in Bangalore, I think it's a beautiful campus. We have four schools on this campus. We have the School of Fashion, under which we have fashion design and we have fashion styling. We have the School of Design, under which we have interior design, we have product design, and we have communication design. In communication design, you can join communication design and then decide whether you want to become a game designer, a UI UX designer, or an animation and VFX graphic designer. Then we have the School of Creative Business, where we again offer global luxury brand management and lifestyle brand management. And then we have the School of Contemporary Media, under which we have a very big field of fashion communication. These are the streams that we have. And of course, we have media and entertainment, but that's not a design subject. That's media and entertainment. And that is for those of you who want to join the media and entertainment industry. This is where we are currently. I'm going to hand over to Shruti to just talk to you about the scholarship and about the exam and what else? The admissions process. Please over to Shruti.
Hi, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but everyone's on YouTube live, so you can go ahead, and I'll connect with any questions that they may have.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Well, my name is Shruti. I'm the career advisor at the Bangalore campus, right? So let me begin with an interesting topic which students are awaiting, which is a scholarship topic, right? Basically, Pearl, we have a scholarship for all the students who are eligible for it. The process is very simple. They have to apply. In terms of the selection, there are three different parameters for a student in terms of the scholarship. The first one is where they have to apply for an online examination. The April cycle, for the April cycle, the exam is on 3rd of April. So it is an online examination, and for the students who has applied, they have update on all these, the how the exam is conducted, when is the tip session, and where do I have to apply. However, for the students who has not applied for the April cycle, please do get in touch with us. We will be able to help you. And also you can log into our Pearl Academy's website. The details are very informative, and it is a very detailed information given in the Pearl Academy's website. Okay. For the scholarship, as I was mentioning, there are three different parameters. One is the online examination, which is conducted on 3rd of April. And the second parameter is the personal interview. So this personal interview can happen any day between April 5th and April 10th. So the student would be informed well in advance what time is the interview. So because of the second phase of COVID, we are planning to keep it as an online interview. This is going to be an online interview, and we will be sending the Zoom call links to the students, and the interview can happen with the, it could be with the faculty, or it could be with the dean of the program, or it could be with the HOD of the program, or at times the industry people can also pitch in for the interview. So, and the third one is a student has to apply for a scholarship, which is the link is available in the Pearl Academy website. The students who are not able to get the link, they can contact us and we can send them a link. So for them, they have to choose, they have to write an essay. There is a topic given on choosing your role model. So this is a very simple understanding, which is called as a statement of purpose. The minimum words for this statement of purpose, which is an SOP, is a 300 words, and the maximum is 500 words. So a small tip for a student who's applying for a scholarship is they have to be precisely and wisely choose their words on who's the role model, on on what basis that they have considering the person as the role model. If there is any interesting story, they can pick it up in very wisely, and this is the work which is inspired for a student to choose the person as a role model. Right, this comes with the scholarship. So for the scholarship, as I told you, there are these two parameters. One is the online examination, the scoring in the online exam, and the weightage in the interview, and the quality of the work in the statement of purpose. So these are the three parameters for a scholarship. I hope that I address all your queries on the scholarship.
What kind of scholarships do we have?
Okay, we have three slabs for a scholarship. So one is a 25% slab, and the other one is a 50% slab, and the other one is a 100% slab. So based on the performance on these three parameters, the slab for the scholarship is divided by the academicians. For the NIFT students, most of the students have got the results, and many of them have cleared in the first round of their selection. However, the second round of the exam is on 11th of
NIFT. If a student gets admission in NIFT, do we give them a entry into Pearl? Check that.
I'm not sure. Okay. Any more queries, sir? I'm sorry, are we audible?
Dion, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Any other queries that you had to answer?
As of now, she spoke about the entrance process. So yeah, I think that's fine. So if anyone has any queries, can most definitely ask it right away, and this is your opportunity to ask.
Right.
So please put in your queries as of now. But till any queries come in, Sayogita, just wanted to know a little more about the campus that you'll have at Bangalore. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Could you tell us a little more about
that?
Yeah,
so our campus, Dion, is on Residency Road, like we're right opposite Taj Gateway Hotel. We're a 44,000 square feet campus. We have 4 floors as of now. The top floor is the cafeteria. The ground floor is our admin and our library. Our first floor is our School of Design, and second floor is our School of Media and Business, and the third floor is the fashion floor. All our floors have fully equipped labs. So our fashion, if I look at the first floor, which is School of Design floor, we have 2 labs which are fully equipped for anything to do with product design or industrial design. We also have a ceramic potter wheel. We've got laser cutters, CNC routers, this thing, what do you call it? Other saws, hand saws, wood cutters, metal cutters, anything that is needed by product and industrial design is available on our campus. We also have electric pottery wheel in case students want to learn ceramics and pottery. We also have a painter's booth because a lot of students want to use paint in their products. So that floor is absolutely only for the School of Product Design. On our second floor is the School of Media. So we have an entirely fully equipped media lab with a recording room, a sound room, an editing room. And there's actually an entire place where an entire film can probably be shot. So it's like totally ready for anyone to come in and do a shoot. It's soundproof, so then nothing that happens, no outside sound comes in and gets, disturbs the shoot. We have green rooms, we have a photography lab. All these are state of art and absolutely, I think, outfitted with the best technology and the best equipment. Our fashion studio on the third floor has got a glam space, which is the entire space for our media students who learn makeup, for media makeup students, for our styling students. So we have an entire lab just for styling called the glam space. And we have this entire salon-like setup in our campus where students actually learn everything about makeup and hair and everything else. We also have a photography lab for them. And on the fashion side of it, we have two beautifully equipped PM pattern making and garment construction labs with machines and pattern tables and dummies and dress forms and all the rest of it. Our fourth floor is our cafeteria, where we have an indoor seating space and a beautiful outdoor space and an extra room for students to actually hang out and have some fun. So in terms of what we have as an equipment, this is what we have on our campus. We also have 3D printers in our product design lab. Our textile lab has got looms and it's got digital textile printers, which is really exciting for students who want to learn fashion and they would like to do their own textile printing. So yeah, Dion, I think in terms of equipment and infrastructure, we have everything that is needed for a lab, for a campus. We're just feeling bad that COVID is showing its head again, but otherwise, I think we're pretty much rearing to go and everything is there on the campus.
Yeah, awesome. I've been there, so I mean, I can relate to very well what you
Yeah.
said. So it's a pretty campus for sure. There's a question from Taj Banu, which says, which platform will the online exam be conducted on?
Yeah.
I think recently they took one of the tests online from some other institute, and there were a lot of issues with the test that was conducted.
Yeah,
So
so our online exam, I don't think has had a glitch. We've had one earlier, and we haven't had any problem with that. I think students were able to log on, appear for the exam. We did the grading of their marks. I don't think we had any issue on the online exam, the earlier one that we had, the first round. So I think we've kind of sorted out those issues because last year was the first year we did this online exam, and last year I think we had a few glitches, but this year I think we're totally ready and we've had no problem so far.
all right.
Yeah.
So
We wanted to do interviews in person, Dion, this year, but now looking at Bangalore's COVID situation, we're in two thoughts. So we're going to do a lot of online interviews as well. You're smiling. Yeah, every time I talk to you, the COVID seems to be getting worse. But we will be doing online interviews this year. And maybe, I don't know, COVID eases out, we can do some face-to-face. I don't think it's wise at this point to do face-to-face interviews.
yeah, at this
Love
point,
to
I think
see. We love to meet students, have them show us what they have, just talk to us. It is such a nice feeling, but I'm sorry, but this is how it's going to be.
true.
Right.
Yeah, but these are the things I think beyond anyone's control. So I know you'll have a beautiful space, but no students there yet.
So
At
our
least not
current our
offline.
current batch has begun coming back to campus. So a lot of our current batch is on campus. We've just told them that, and luckily we have enough space. So when students are on campus, we don't have a problem. So students who are in Bangalore, around out of Bangalore, also come back and they're coming to campus and they want to do stuff in the lab. They want to meet each other. They just want to meet their faculty, clear their doubts. So that has begun, Dion. But still not 100% are coming back to campus, which is fine because our classes are still online. Because a lot of students who can't come back for whatever reason, and we don't want them to lose out. So the idea of actually having online education, having online classes because of that.
Cool. Prachi Jain is here, and she's asking a little more about interior design as an option.
Right. So, Prachi, we offer a UG, undergraduate program and a postgraduate program in interior design and styling. So this is for anybody who is really fond of space, right? So if you're a design person, you're looking at a person as your space and you're designing for that person. Interior designers look at space and they work with space. The faculty that we have for interior design are all architects who've then gone and done interior design. So it's really interesting what they teach you. So if you're really interested, I could connect you to our faculty for interior design whenever you want, and you can clear any doubts that you have with her. But interior design students have been doing extremely well in the industry because all the projects that they've been doing are hands-on. And if you would like to know more about that course, I will connect you to Nidhi, who's our course leader for interior design, and you can ask her whatever doubts you have on that.
All right. You mentioned it's a degree program. So could you elaborate a little more on the degree
We
aspect?
don't have a degree, Dion. What we do is our UG program, we only give certifications, right? So you get a professional diploma from Pearl at the end of 4 years, which is actually okay to get a job anywhere in the industry because our diplomas are pretty well received. But we make sure all our students enroll with either IGNU or Bangalore University to get a BA degree, so that when they pass out of Pearl, they have a degree as well as they have the certification from Pearl and of course the portfolio that we have. But at Pearl, we have a very interesting system by which in your final year, you can actually go overseas and do your final year in any one of our partner institutes abroad. So our curriculum has been mapped with the campus, with the colleges in the UK and in Australia, and you can do your final year after you do your third year in Pearl. You can just progress without any issue and join University of Creative Arts UK, Manchester Metropolitan, Nottingham Trent University, University of Derby in the UK, any one of these universities, or Torrens University, Australia. So you have the option that if you want to do 3 years in India and 1 year abroad, this is a really good system of going overseas and earning your degree after doing 3 years in our country.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting option. But let's assume a student does all 4 years here and then wants to go abroad for their masters. Is that possible?
So that progression is absolutely possible because we have, so our entire partnership with these universities is based on this fact that our credit system, our credit structure, our module structure is equivalent to what they do there. So students who study in India, their outputs are on par with students anywhere internationally. So if you do interior design in India or fashion design in Pearl, India, and you showcase your work, our students go and showcase their work at London Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week, and our design students go and showcase their work in various international exhibitions. So we are at par with them, and we have a natural progression from India. If you finish your thing at Pearl, you can go and do your masters in any one of those colleges abroad. There's no problem at all.
All right. So I hope that answers a lot of the doubts that people have. And if you do have any further doubts, you could always reach out to them.
Yeah.
Now, coming down to the next question, there's a question about the fee structure for the final year. What do you, so Prachi is asking.
Year, which is there. So that depends on which university you go. So you don't pay your fees to Pearl, you pay your fees to that university directly. So it's equivalent, their tuition fees is around 14 to 16 lakhs for the final year if you go abroad. But whichever college you go to, you can, of course, they also have some scholarships and stuff available. You can apply for that, and whatever is the fees you pay to that university and not to us. So you just progress without any issue. And we help you to also get scholarship. We know students need a scholarship to go and study abroad. So we help you with that as well.
The profile building starts from the second year.
So when you join us, we will help you to probably get ready to go and do a final year abroad. So many of our students have already said they wanted the final year abroad. So we kind of help them, get them ready to kind of apply for that progression, which happens very seamlessly.
All right. Also, on these lines, the fees for the program in India.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of parents have reached out to me and students have reached out to me. They need a little more clarity on that. So could you please give a little clarity on the fee structure?
For India. They want a clarity on the fee structure for India. For Pearl, what do we charge them?
For which program?
Which program do you want to know? All programs or?
No, the general programs. So in general, see, because the the understanding is that it's very expensive. The pearl is extremely expensive.
Actually, it's not really that expensive. So
Yeah.
UG, it's close to 25 lakhs.
So our UG program is about 25 lakhs.
Close to,
Around.
on the program,
Okay, up and around 25.
Yeah.
She's just giving you a ballpark. And PG is around 10 lakhs.
All right. So that's about 6 lakhs a year. That's about 6 lakhs a year in general. Right.
So if you look at other competition from other colleges, they're around 4.5, maybe 5. So we are at 6. Not really much
All
of a
right.
difference. Yeah.
And that's just a tuition fee, or does that are there any extras?
So this is just a tuition. This is not hostel. So hostel is separate. This is just tuition fees. I mean,
Okay, and then
this is academic or whatever, not the hostel fees.
all right. So Saraja Puranik, I hope your question is answered. If you need a little more clarity or any specific course you're looking for, you can always ask us about that. All right. Right. So we've covered the fee structure, the courses, the programs, and the scholarships, as well as the admission process. If someone has cleared NIFT.
Yeah.
Right. So if there are any more questions that people have, we'd be happy to ask them at this point of time. So those of you who are on YouTube, please feel free to ask.
So till your questions come up, I just like to say something. We have a very unique program, in fact, coming up, a very unique proposition, I think. So the students who are going to be joining us this year, I think we're planning to do maybe 3 sets of internships with them so that they get an exposure to an NGO, an industry, and a startup. So that by the time they finish their final year, they know exactly what they would like to do. We also do a lot of master classes. We do a lot of international lab experiences for our students. So students get to actually experience what it is to go and study abroad or work on projects which are overseas as well. So this has actually helped many of our students to get a feeling as to what they would do if they went overseas. So in international lab modules, we have either they're doing a joint project with some other university, or they're attending a class with some other university. And I think that's what is unique to Pearl in terms of an international experience. Yeah. The other thing we do is we have this option of cross-disciplinary learning. So no matter what field you take, you can always opt for doing a course in another field. So if you're a fashion designer, for example, but you want to really learn about UX, you have the option in that interdisciplinary module to choose UX. If you're an interior designer and you want to do something in fashion styling, you have the option to do interior design as your main course and do fashion styling as another course. So we encourage students to undertake interdisciplinary learning because we believe that's the future of design.
All right. Just one second. Okay. Right. So, Sayogita, I think that's a pretty interesting option that you'll have for this interdisciplinary learning, and I think it's more relevant to the current scenario where people are no longer doing the mainstream things. Then someone's doing fashion, they also have to do marketing, they also have to understand finance, they also have to understand so many things. So I think that's pretty interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we've been seeing actually, Dion, that students, when they do fashion, by the time they finish fashion design and they, we have a couple of students who've done fashion design as a main course, but are working as UI UX designers. Because they got picked because somebody liked what they did and they got picked to do UI UX. So we realized that there's a scope for students to opt and learn more than just one field, and which is why we actually offer this in transdisciplinary learning, because we believe that is the future of what anybody is going to be doing. Design is moving away from just doing one field, because I think the entire design community is now doing a lot of things apart from their own specialty. So I think that's something really nice for our students. And the 3 internships are because we believe that if you go and intern with an NGO, or you do something in the craft sector, it opens your eyes to a very different world. When you go and do your internship with the industry, it's a very, very different experience. And interning with a startup company is absolutely different. So the idea is that while studying with us for 4 years, they get to experience all these 3 so that they're ready actually to decide where they want to go when they finish college. So
Awesome.
you're not lost, or you don't have a feeling that there is something more in an NGO which you don't know about and just walking into it blind. So it's like opening their eyes to tell them exactly what they learn.
Yeah. Terrific. Yeah, I keep giving this example that when we used to work in General Motors, we had a full-fledged General Motors is an automobile company, right? So cars, and we had a full-fledged design department, to work on.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because everything inside the car, the seats, the trim, all these things, everything required fashion designers. So it was
Wow.
amazing to see that. Okay.
So Google employs so many fashion designers, so many designers. Google has got designers. Microsoft has got so many designers working with them today, and not just to do the UI, UX and do stuff like that, to do other stuff also. Because I think I think the mind or the design thinking or the way you're trained actually helps you do other things as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the beautiful things about being a designer. You can
Absolutely.
really be absolutely versatile. So Sean and Umesh are examples of that. Umesh was an architect and then became a designer, designed cars, and now he's designing education modules. So it's
Imagine.
interesting. Right. So we have a question from Taj Banu. Is there a specific time slot in which we have to take up the exam on April 3rd? So could you, or in other words, could you please explain what's going to happen on 3rd of April?
Sure. Shruti is a person to answer you on this.
Yes. Hi, Taj. See, the last day to apply for the examination is 28th of March. Please log into Pearl Academy website. There is a link given in the website. So you just have to register with your details, with your name, contact number, email address, where are you from, and a few details about your parents, name, their contact number, and very importantly, the program you're applying to and the campus you're preferring, right? So when you apply all these details, your application, and you'll have to pay 1,500 rupees. There is a mode of payment, which is a card and an online. When you complete all these details, you will get a link to make the payment. Once completed the process, automatically you will receive a welcome email from Pearl saying that your application has been registered, and you will be welcomed from the Pearl as a formality. You will receive a welcome email that, okay, we have received your application. This is your application number. So once done, you will start receiving the emails about the procedures of the examination. And very importantly, students are also given a pro tip session, which is conducted from the jury members. How is the examination process? And because it is an online exam, there will be a demo as well. The examination timing, you will be informed. I mean, like, you, for the admit card, you will have to download it from the website. You will receive a link for it. The examination date is on 3rd of April. The timing could be any time between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. However, in the admit card, you will be informed, because of the different programs we offer, different courses, students will have a different time. However, the time slot is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You will have to log in on your given time. I hope that answers the query.
Thanks so much,
Yep.
Shruti. I think it does. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, Shruti. Very clear. All right.
Okay.
So we hope that everyone's questions have been answered. We have Lakshmikant ready from the Pearl Academy team, who just wants to say a few more things and probably give a few more details. Go ahead, Lakshmikant.
Yeah, sorry, my network is kind of bad, so I could not switch on the video. So I just want to inform all the students who have cleared the NIFT, so they can go for a non-exam pathway with Pearl Academy. Who wants to apply for Pearl Academy, they can apply till 31st of March or 30th of March. I'm so sorry, 30th of March, and they can go ahead and directly be a part of interview and a portfolio round. They don't need to attend the written test of Pearl if they are going ahead with NIFT results. If they have a cleared the NIFT, they can just go ahead and attach that letter which has been sent by NIFT that you have cleared the exam, and you can directly go ahead and attend the interview and a portfolio round. Thank you, Mr. John. Thanks a lot. This is what I just want to inform.
Perfect. Right. So I think I don't see any more questions coming in.
Yes,
Thank you.
just
So
want
I
to
think,
add on to that. Can you hear me?
yes, go ahead.
Okay, just want to add on for the students who has cleared the NIFT, they again have to apply online. It's the same procedure, except the fact they have cleared the NIFT entrance exam, but they will be a part of the personal interview for sure. So it's the same procedure. They have to apply online. They have to get their application form done. This formality remains the same, but they will be exempted from the online exam, but they will be a very much part of personal interview wherein they'll have to showcase, they'll have to present themselves, their personality and the portfolio if the student have, that will definitely be an add-on for their profile.
Thank you so much, Shruti, for adding that. Thank you.
Thanks, Shruti. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
All right. So I think that's about it in terms of questions. I don't see more questions coming in, but thank you so much to Shruti, to Lakshmikant, and most importantly, Sir Yogita as well for taking the time out to be
Thank
here.
you, Dion, for calling us. Most happy to be on a session with your students. Look forward to seeing them on my campus. That will be
Right.
more exciting, and look forward to seeing you on the campus.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Once again, so the links, which if anyone wants the links, it's available in the description of this YouTube channel. You can click on the links directly. You'll reach the application page. So reach there and make sure you apply. All right. Thanks so much. All the
Thank
best to
you.
you.
Thank you. All the best to you.
Thanks,
Be safe.
Dion. Thanks a
Let's
lot.
be
All the
safe.
best.
Take care.